Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and today I have what's pretty much the finale of TNT compression. This is better than pretty much every other single TNT compressor. So as you can see, I'm pretty much in a giant array of XCOM tubers here. But the thing about this is that these aren't just randomly pasted, they actually all go to one location. So this was an idea that Ches gave to me a little while ago. If you guys haven't already seen his channel, I'll put it down in the description. Go check him out, he does a lot of cool things. But basically, he kind of showed me an idea that he had for this, and I really liked the idea, so I decided to go with it. So, what is the whole power cannon concept? So, the way that the power cannon works is it's based off of having a large amount of XCOM dupers, which are really just any duper, that go in a long array, and they can all go to one center location and get aligned. Now, the part about power cannon is that it also gets shot forward at the end of it. So if you think from like this kind of duper, it's kind of going in a triangle. So it's going first to here, right here, and then right here, all the way to the very front, and then yeah. So you can have 7 dupers per side, and that would fit in render distance of 14 per module. So yeah, these are all one module here. These ones are the second module, third, and then fourth over there. So this is one whole module here. So you could have 4 modules in a row, and you could have 14 per. And yeah, so each module is 8,000 TNT times 4, that's 32,000 per side. So if we go to the middle here, this would basically be the middle side, or like kind of like the middle, I guess, of the whole array. By the way, I'm assuming that you would use this for like a, I'm gonna make this into some sort of a 420 cannon. So yeah, eventually I'm gonna make a video on that too. But basically, this would be the red side, then you also have a blue side, so 32 plus 32, that's 64,000 TNT. And that can all be compressed into one spot because they'll all be using the slime liners, which basically just slimes all the TNT to one location. And that would be 64,000 TNT in one spot. Now, this isn't actually the complete theoretical limit, because you can actually stack it vertically. And this was something that I kind of come up with. I'm probably not going to do it because it's a really stupid idea. But, yeah, so the way that you would stack this vertically, which is kind of confusing, is that you basically take the bottom of the module here, so these trapdoors, and you would put these right on top of, like, I don't know, somewhere like right here. So that would be like the next module's kind of line. And then once it gets to the center point, you would down-assault the TNT with more TNT, which was kind of the idea that I came up with when I was coming up with the whole concept for this. Yeah, it's not a very optimized way of doing it, but it's probably the best way. Although it might not work perfectly, because keep in mind from then you would be having to go, so 1 TNT, it gets compressed into here, 2, and then down to 3, and then a line 4. So that wouldn't be very nice of like a compression system altogether. So it's probably not that feasible to do, but I'm probably going to try it, or probably not actually, because as I said, it's a really dumb idea. So yeah, the next thing is, how do we get the TNT over? So here I use some precise timings to move these slimes. So basically, or actually, I guess we can start with the module. So the module here, this dupe's 44 TNT. You can obviously expand this. All you need to do is replace this rail line with dust, and then have more like rails out here, if you want to. Although you might be limited by what do you call it? The TNT reach, or like being able to go as far forward as it can within going towards the edge. But yeah, so you get as much TNT as you can in one spot. This one is aligned against a cobble wall, And you'll notice that the XCOM Deepers are aligned against defense, which is kind of what I'm using. So this would crash, because it's aligned against defense and not a wall. This would crash right up against the wall like this, where it's like just on the edge. Then it would fall, or yeah, it would start to fall, then it would get down assault, because I'm trying to save as many ticks as I possibly can. So yeah, we down assault after 3 game ticks of the bottom basket shooting. I think it's 4 game ticks actually. And then first this one fires, so we go to this side, then this one, and then now it's all the TNT from this whole module is all in this location. And the TNT from this module is also aligned against defense, but this time it's at the wall and not at defense. So you basically have a TNT that's one is aligned against a wall here. So one is like this, and one is like this. So yeah, that's pretty much how the TNT gets assembled. The reason for it being so close is because the closer that the TNT is to the center of the feet of the other TNT, the more acceleration it will get, which is obviously needed in this case, because with this big of an array, you're going to want to use as much as you can to excel it forward, with how little time you have especially. So yeah, this is the first duper to ever let you get a full render distance of XCOM dupers, or really any dupers. You probably could hook it up to a different type of duper, like maybe GPWs or somebody else's, but that would just, personally in my opinion, it wouldn't be worth it. The XCOM dupers are by far the easiest to build, in my opinion. But yeah, so that's pretty much the power cannon summed up. One other thing for the actual cannon itself, or well, yeah, not the module, but the actual cannon. I actually plan to have that be instant encoding, so you could use, I think it's block event delay, which I'm still kind of learning, but yeah, I'm hopefully gonna get that figured out, and I should hopefully be able to make the programming faster than the 420 FTL, which is my only goal for this cannon. I really just want to make this faster than the original 421. But yeah, so let's talk about some cases where this module could be useful. Our number 1 spot would be never, but second would probably be in the end. So why the end? Obviously, you don't have the same reach with the nether, because obviously nether is 8 times, so you could go, I think, yeah, so with the 421, I think you can go to 3,500k, roughly. But with this one, yeah, I actually got a pen to calculate the distance, and yeah, with one layer of these modules, you can get out to 8 million blocks, and that was off of XCOM's Pro calculator, which was made for the 420 FTL. And yeah, so you can see that the range is already much bigger. So this would actually be, assuming that you build the whole thing, this should actually be more range than the XCOM duper would have, or than the 420 FTL would have for the overworld, assuming you built it in the nether. So even with that ×8 multiplier, you still wouldn't be able to, yeah, get there, or get nearly as far. Now, this module is just shy of being able to reach the overworld world border. So you would need to go, I'm not sure how much it is, but you need to go a couple more, like, million in order to get to the world border. It can get you around to 20 or 25 million, I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not good at math at all. But yeah, this is a much extended reach. I guess we could also see the module in action. I can't activate this one because this is one that Chez is still working on. So yeah, I guess we could actually show that now. Let's grab the power cannon module. Yeah, don't mind my bad spelling. Okay. Let's actually align this with chunk borders, which is something that I never do because I'm lazy. Okay. So now it's pasting. So yeah, this is going to be the Lightomatic that's in the description. You can always expand the XCOM dupers outwards, and all you need to do is just attach the lines. The XCOM duper that I'm using is the one by Funky, I believe. Yep. So this is the one that I'm using. It has the timings from, I think the timings were made by Funky. So yeah, thank you to him for making this duper. It was pretty much perfect for this power cannon. Okay, so we can activate it, I guess. Also, I'm gonna only activate 2 modules because while recording, I mean, my FPS is just gonna die and it's not gonna look good at all. I'm not gonna be able to explain it. Okay, so I guess you can go through the process now. So the first thing that always happens is we trigger the bottom segment. So for the bottom segment, I need to sell the TNT here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the TNT that's gonna dupe the first basket. But yeah, I think that we also have some weird armor stand rule on, which like summons an armor stand for every TNT entity on the server. So yeah, here all the TNT is getting pushed and aligned. And now that the top TNT has been duped and put in place, the big array goes. So yeah, the first basket of TNT is already in there. And the right when this piston here is about to extend, these will go, yep. So this one just falls down, you don't need to downsell it yet. And then we can kind of see, okay, yeah, my FPS is dying here badly. But yeah, you can see all the TNT gets shot over. So, that's pretty much it for this cannon, or this module, I guess. So yeah, TNT compression has come a long way from just the 360 cannons to the 420 ones, and now finally into the power cannon ones. Which, yeah, it was kind of fun to make this. I really stalled it off for a long time because I was way too lazy, and half this TNT, or this side of the TNT wasn't actually getting aligned in my old setup. But yeah, now that it's finally working, I can actually start to work on a cannon now, which will be coming out hopefully soon. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, bye.